Let's delve into this topic. There is nothing extraordinary about it. It has not always been the case that researchers believed the Sun was singular, while some researchers believed that the Sun had another companion. Let's see what happened to that companion sun. Here there is a colossal molecular cloud, sometimes referred to as a dark nebula. Within this cloud there are numerous massive masses. These clouds are composed of dust, gas, and a multitude of stars, often coming together in strange and peculiar shapes. Some of them can even be seen with the naked eye. Dark patches throughout the bright Milky Way galaxy appear. This is precisely where our Sun was born, about 4.5 billion years ago. The Sun originated from one of these molecular clouds, drawing its origin billions of years ago. Energy waves passed through here, collecting all these materials, compressing and condensing these masses into a nuclear form, giving birth to a star. It was a spherical star made of hydrogen, helium, and trace amounts of other elements. Then, millions of years later, the temperature and pressure inside the sphere increased, resulting in the birth of a star like our Sun. However, not everything in this molecular cloud turned into the Sun. The remaining materials began to revolve around the Sun, and as you might guess, gradually, they transformed into planets, including Earth. The twin Sun, made of the same materials under identical conditions. But why do we say that such a thing existed? Recently, scientists have launched statistical models to explore more about the birth of stars, and these models have shown that many stars are not born individually, but in clusters, or at least with a sibling. After further research, scientists have confirmed that most stars form inside molecular clouds, being born with a companion. Sometimes these companions remain similar, such as a small star orbiting a larger one. Even binary, triple, and other star systems form, and their paths may sometimes separate forever. This likely happened for our Sun, perhaps not even having a single sibling, but instead belonging to a complete cluster of smaller siblings and a larger twin or a similar counterpart. But we have a hypothesis, and according to it, these twins may not be as benign as they seem. In the 1980s, scientists identified a specific pattern in Earth's history. Every 27 million years, large-scale extinctions occur on our planet. Precisely every 27 million years in Earth's history, a kind of catastrophe happens that permanently changes its biosphere, as if something is happening according to a plan. According to the astronomer Richard Mueller, there may be something that has caused these events, something that could be a dwarf star that we cannot see because it emits very little light and could be at a distance of a light-year and a half from us. The star orbits in a vast orbit around the Sun, taking almost 27 million years to complete its orbit. When it gets close to the Sun, it initiates complete chaos. The Oort cloud or Kuiper belt, as a result, brings all these comets directly toward us, and then they collide with Earth, causing mass extinctions, just like the dinosaurs. We may be unaware of what is seeking revenge on us. Perhaps we don't like the fact that one day the Sun will almost entirely dissipate all the dust and gas from a molecular cloud, transforming into a relatively large star. However, our Sun's dark and diminutive sister likely remained and probably had to soar aimlessly in the cosmic wilderness. Scientists have put forth various hypotheses about what the mysterious Nemesis might be. Perhaps our Sun's sister has come in the form of a small brown or red dwarf star whose fuel has been entirely depleted. Alternatively, it could be in the form of a giant planet like Jupiter. And whatever it is, its existence may not be very pleasant for us. Recent studies have questioned the theory of regular mass extinctions. If we look more closely at fossil records, we will realize that these catastrophes occurred randomly, not according to a specific plan. Now, scientists are uncertain whether Nemesis truly exists or not. They also argue that any star moving in a similar orbit would be highly unstable and unlikely to survive for a long time. Many articles and news reports tend to sensationalize any dramatic event happening in the universe, such as tsunamis, asteroid impacts, and the like. According to scientists, most stars do not come into existence alone. Their calculations align like a missing piece of a puzzle. The lost twin perfectly matches the gap and mass of the Oort cloud. Therefore, yes, the Sun certainly had a twin. But what happened to it, and unfortunately, where is that star now? Most likely, it is currently very distant, probably having spent only a few million years together after the birth of the good son and daughter of the Sun. They were then forced to separate, and now the second twin may be hundreds of light years away from us. We need to find all the stars similar to our Sun throughout the Milky Way galaxy. However, even if we find such stars, currently we have no way of determining which one was truly the Sun's companion. Therefore, our lost twin remains unidentified. Yes, a sorrowful tale unfolded for our Sun, losing its own sister. But for us humans, it brings joy because if another sun like ours existed, it was uncertain whether the solar system and planets, including Earth, would still exist. So we probably should be grateful for the sacrifice of our sun